Okay, hello everybody. This is me Mark Tal. Today I am going to teach you that the important topic which is about the summary of life and love. I mean The Looking Glass by Anton Chekhov. This story is about Neely. Neely, a beautiful girl, young girl. She was the daughter of a landowner. Okay, she was young and beautiful. She was unmarried. She had a great problem related to dreaming. She saw in her dream day and night of being married and was sitting in her room gazing with tired, half closed eyes into looking glass. She would be motionless as looking glass. She could see many images, one after another. It would be difficult to find out by looking at her image one after another, and whether she was sleeping or awake. It was very confusion of that moment. At first, she was a beautiful smile, then a sweet expression of eyes in the grey background, and then she saw a head, face, eyebrow, beard. It was the face of her expected own. Who is he? Guess by yourself, right? He was her hope. He was her fate and happiness, as well as life and everything. Then she heard his voice, found herself living with him in the same house. She saw many images in the grey background. She found herself knocking at the door of the district doctor at night. She heard the old dog barking behind the gate. It was dark and silent. At first, the garden gate opened. Very miracle here. Okay. She saw the doctor's cook. She asked if the doctor was there, but she replied that he was sleeping and gave an order to not to wake up him. Then Nelly reached into the doctor's bedroom directly. The doctor was lying on his bed without speaking a single word. She sat down and started to cry. Cry means weep. She bitterly wept, saying her husband was ill, but the doctor was lying on his bed. The doctor slowly sat up and looked at her with fixed sleepy eyes. She told her, and husband was, what happened his husband, or sorry, not his, her husband. She requested him to go with her. She told, and again she told, and in the response of that, he told that he would come tomorrow. She again requested to doctor that it was urgent and her husband was going to die. The doctor replied that for last 3 days he had been not away and he was not feeling well. Yeah. Then the doctor slept again. He had been trying to make him understand her problem. Right. And what happened there? The doctor asked her to go to another doctor. The doctor's name is James Stubbs. She replied that it was impossible because, he lived away from there. She again requested him to make heroic deeds, but the doctor replied that it was impossible. He would not go. She threatened him to report the coat. At last, the doctor was ready to go. Neely supported him searching coat, but after wearing the coat, the doctor again lay down. She got up and dragged him to the hall. At last, they started their journey. Earth was wrapped in darkness. Darkness, growing darkened. The cold winter wind was blowing. They were silent all the way. At 5 in the morning, she was at home. She made him sit down on the sofa in the dining room and she went to her husband. When she came back, she found the doctor was lying down. He was serious. She decided to go to James Tub. There again flowed darkness. She was suffering in body and soul. She remembered the past days with her husband. She realized the death was sure. At last, she found her husband was dying. She saw the coffin, the candles, and even heard the footmarks of an undertaker. Okay, she was so sad and she jumped up, and when she opened her eyes, she found there was looking glass on her feet. Yes, she looked at the looking glass and found a pale and tear-stained face. Okay, there was no grey background there. So she thought that she was fallen asleep. Okay, it is the most important summary of the Love and Life. I mean, Life and Loves by Anton Chekhov's story. Okay, very much important. I have said some important answer here. Exhausted means okay, tired. Yeah. Apparent, match the following. Yeah. Apparent means very clear. Clear is the right answer. Vista means vision. Yes. Undulating means wavy. Destined. Okay. Destined means predetermined. Stuffy means suffocating or earless. Resistance means prevent or hinder. Okay. And the meaning: implore, to beg urgently or earnestly. Old class, you find out. Bob. Sentence. Okay, you can make like Ram implored me for some monies. Despair means to be hopeless, to have no hope. Noun class it is. Okay, you can find the sentence here. Okay, he found me in despair state. Now this is beseech. The meaning is request or to beg for something. It is verb class. Beseech you to let me go. Eloquent means the effective in expressing meaning by speech. It is adjective, and he seems quite eloquent in his word. Now, will, to rotate, resolve, spin, many more. Okay, it is verb class. Tornado wheels much here in the earth. Okay, egoism, the tendency to think selfishly and exclusive self-interest in mind. Okay, it is noun class. Okay, his egoism made him separate from his friends. Okay, then agony, extreme physical and mental pain. Noun class. He is suffering from extreme agony. Delirious. Okay, it is mentally symptoms of confusion, inability to concentrate, etc. I mean anxiety. Okay, it is adjective. Okay, Mr. James seemed delirious when he spoke to me. Okay, delusive, meaning not real or true. Okay, adjective class. I just hate all these delusive ideas. Okay, now compensate means to pay or reward someone in exchange for work or done some others considerable. Okay, it is verb class. Right, the sentence is the government compensates those who were killed in plane crash. Okay, and mortgage. Okay, yeah, that is to borrow against the property, obtain loan from another purpose by giving away the right of seizure of the lender or fix. I mean, it is to pledge a property in order to get a loan. It is verb class. Yeah, he obtained a huge loan from the bank, mortgaging his property. Yeah, brood, the children's in own family offspring. Brood. Yeah, very easy word. It is noun class. And brood of this family are so mannered. Yes. Prelude. Okay, introductory chapter of an event or drama. Okay, it is noun class. He got selected in prelude. Okay, so this is most important for you. Now, adjective ending in ing describing what someone or something is like, whereas adjective ending in ed describing how someone feels. That is the way of describing about adjective. Okay, so that yeah, you can get the idea about that. Now number C is over. Now possible answer of number D. Choose the correct word. Okay, now Sarita was Okay, shocking or shocked. Now right answer is shocked. Okay, and number B, I think that rainy days in winter are depressing. Right answer is depressing is the right answer. Selecting the football match was very excited. Okay, it is, yeah, exciting is the right answer. Yes, number D, the meal at Delight Cafe are, okay, satisfying and satisfied. Right answer is satisfying. Okay, I have not nothing to do. I am boring or bored. Right answer is bored. Okay, Tonka is very good at telling funny stories. Okay, so he can be very amusing and amused. Right answer is amusing. Okay, the teacher is explanation was confusing and confused. Yes, the right answer is confusing. And H number is such a boring or bored person. Okay, here is the what boring is the right answer. Okay, so this is important. Number I will be surprising or surprised. It is written there. Surprised is the right answer. Okay, are you interesting or interested? It is written there. Okay, interested is the right answer. Yes, so this is the way of solving your question number D, and ideas is progressing upcoming time. Right now, number E. Yes, write the correct form of the adjective in the blanks as in the examples. It is given you here the examples. Okay, so that you can get the idea about that. Okay, they frustrate me, but they don't bore. I never get I study grammar. Right answer is bored. Okay, number B, I am going to say the right answer only. Interesting is the right answer. Number C, yes, the right answer is interested. Okay, number D, the right right answer is frightened. Yes, number E, the right answer is excited. That is the important task for you. Now short question answer, I am going to say orally or verbally. Was Neely, what did she used to dream of? Yes, Neely was the daughter of a landowner and general. She used to dream about her future after getting married. Okay. Question number B. What was she doing with the looking glass? Question is that. Now possible answer. She was sitting in her room, gazing with exhausted, half-closed eyes into the looking glass. Number C. Why did she go to the doctor's on winter night? Let's suppose the answer. Possible answer. She went to the doctor's on winter night because her husband was seriously ill. Okay, she went there to Dr. Stevens, yeah, Lukic to make a house call. Number D. What was Stephen Lukic doing when she reached his bedroom? Stephen Lukic was lying on his bed, dressed but without his coat, and with pouting lips was breathing into his open hand. Number E. Why was the doctor not ready to go to see her husband? The doctor was not ready to go to see her husband because he was very exhausted and ill due to his 3 days continuous tasks of treating sick people away from his house. Number next. Okay. Number F. Why did Stephen Locke suggest Nelly to go to Gemstone doctor? Okay, possible answer. Stephen suggested Nelly to go to the Gemstone doctor because he was not in the condition of to help her due to his exhaustion and illness. Number number G. Nelly said, "Come, perform that heroic deed. Have pity on us." What was that pity to be done? As her husband was seriously ill, okay, the PT was to check up and provide some medicine, yeah, to her husband. Now, H number. When Will Neely said, "I must have fallen asleep," what does it mean? It means that she realizes she has been dreaming when she wakes up. Number I. What is the main theme of the story? Very important question is that. The main theme of the story is the daydreaming of unmarried young girls about their future husband and married life. Okay, so this is important. I will provide you next questions answers in upcoming times videos. Thank you.